So hello guys, welcome to the today's LeetCode problem. So today's LeetCode problem is a minimum operations to make a uni-value grid. So what is the problem is that the problem says that we are given a 2D integer grid of size m cross n and the integer x, and in one operation you can add x or subtract x from any element of in the grid. Basically this is what we have given. We have to add x or subtract x from the any element of the grid. Uni-value grid is a grid where all elements are the equal. Basically we have to make or we have to convert all elements into the x of the grid. Return the minimum number of operations to make a grid uni-value. If it is not possible, return a -1. So let's understand this with a test case. We have given this grid, right? 2, 4, 6, 8. So I will just convert it into the simple list. 2, 4, 6, 8. Even though it is given as a 2D, but I will convert it into the simple list. And they have given x equal to 2. So what if you see in the answer, they have done, what they have done? They have converted all elements into the 6 or into the 4. So if I convert into the 4, so for x is 2 given, so I have to add 1 time x because x equal to 2. So 2 plus 2 will give me the 4. So plus 1 I am adding here. I just know I don't need here because it is already 4, because I am trying to convert everything into the 4. Correct? So 4 comma 4, 6, right? So I need 2 times, 1 time only. So it will be 1. So again it will give me 4. Here I need 2 times because it is a 8. So 8 I have to subtract, right? So I will subtract from here 2 times. So 8 minus 2 minus 2. So 2 times x I need. So it will become the 4. Correct? So 2 plus 1, plus 1 plus 1 plus 2. That is total 4 times I have used x. So that's why the output for this test case is a 4. I hope you are getting it. Let's understand with the case where the output is a -1. That is a 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And x is given as a 2. Now I have to convert all elements to the unique element. That is either 2, either 3, either 4, either 1. But if you see, can you convert this one into 2 using x equal to 2? Never, right? Why? Because 1 plus 2 will give you 3. Or 1 minus 2 will give you either the -1. Similarly for this 2, can you convert this 2? Okay, so we try to convert the all elements to the 1 in first go, right? First let's try to convert into the 1. Is it possible? No. Why? Because 2 minus 2 will give you directly 0, or 2 plus 2 will directly give you the 1. Directly give you the 4. Second, try to convert to the 2. I am trying 1 by 1 elements. So again not possible because I can't convert this 1 into 2 because it is x is 2. So 1 plus 2 either 3 or 1 minus 2 either -1. So not possible. Now try for 3. Is it possible? So if you see for 2, this 2 plus 2 will give you either 4 or 2 minus 2 either give you 0. So no, it is not possible. So let's try for now converting into the 4. So if you see for this 3 plus 2 will give you either the 5 or 3 minus 2 will either give you the 1. So it is not possible to convert this 3 into the 4. So it means for all the elements it is not possible to convert into the unique value. That's why the output for this test case is a -1. So before solving this problem, let's analyze the case where answer is a -1. Okay, when answer is -1. So that is the case we have to find. So at any time, okay, what I will do, at any time the difference of the element minus uni value in which I want to convert, okay, mod x is not equal to 0, it means I can't convert it. This is what something my observation is coming up here. This should be difference, or my bad, this should be absolute, because I want ki this uni value can be greater and this element can be smaller, or vice versa case can be there. What I am saying is, see, when I try to convert these elements into 3, correct? So for 2 it is not possible. So if we see absolute of 2 minus 3 mod, what is x? X is 2 given here. So if you see 2, right? So this is 1 mod 2, which will be the 1, which is not 0. So it means it is not possible. So I will just return a -1 because it is not possible. Correct? If you try for here, the test case where everything was possible, convert into the 4. So if you see, let's take for this 2. So absolute of 2 minus uni value is my 4 because I want to convert everything into the 4. Correct? Mod x is given to which is giving me the 2 mod 2, which is a 0. So yeah, it is possible here. That's why we are not returning the -1 over here in this case. Correct? Now, this is one case. This is one case when answer is -1. At any time, this uni value of mod x is not equal to 0, then return a -1. Second, what uni value to decide? Right? Because we have to find minimum operations, right? It is not a case like in this scenario, if I try to convert everything into the 8, so this would take x as a 3 times, correct? 3x is 6. This would take 2 times because 2x is 4. This would take the x as a 1 time. So 3 plus 2 plus 1, that is a 5, 6, correct? But output's minimum operation is 4. That's why we didn't convert everything into the 8. That's why we didn't consider the uni value as a 8. So what is the base case to consider the uni value at a particular element? Correct? So first thing you should keep in mind, this grid is given you only for the confusion, I would say. Okay, there is no any point of keeping it as a 2D. So what I will do, I will convert this into the single list, that is a 1D array. So if you see, after converting, it becomes something like this. Correct? Now in this case it is a sorted, but there can be the case, or there is a case where it is not a sorted. If you convert this, so it will become 1, 5, 2, 3. Correct? So what will be the base case? Sort it. Correct? So after sorting, it becomes something like, after sorting it become again 2, 4, 6, 8. Correct? Now you want to convert everything into the uni value, and you know, right, if you want to convert all elements into the single element, the best choice would be the median of array. This is a simple mathematics. Okay, you should know the median of array is near to the all elements. So what is the median of array? In this case, median of array is a n by 2. So length is 4. 4 by 2, that is a 2. So this element is a median of array, or this can be also, in even case it is a n minus 1 or n. Correct? So if you try to convert everything into the 6, it will again give you the same answer. How? See, for 2 convert into 6, how many x do I need? 2x is equal to 2, right? So 2x I need. Correct? How many x I need to convert this? I need only 1x. I need 0. I need 1. So if you see, the answer for this as well is the 4 only. Correct? So I hope you are getting that point. So basically, what uni value to decide? First, convert 2D to 1D. Correct? This is the first case. Second, sort it. Third, take a median as uni value. Correct? And then iterate over array and count operations. How will you count operations? So same thing, right? Absolute of element minus uni value divided by x will give you the count. Make sense? So if you see 2, 4, 6, 8, correct? My x is given here 2, and median is for this I have taken as a 6. So for this, count operations would be absolute of 2 minus 6 divided by x, that is a 2. So which is nothing but 4 by 2, which is again basically the 2 only. This is how you calculate it. For this again, 4 minus 6, absolute of 4 minus 6 is basically nothing but 2. 2 by 2 is nothing but 1. Correct? For this, 6 minus 6, which is 0. 0 by 2, which is again the 0. For 8, absolute of 8 minus 6 by 2, which is nothing but 2 by 2, which is a 1. So ultimately you got 2 plus 1 plus 1, that is a 4. So I hope you got this problem. So which is a simple level problem. I don't know why they have mentioned it as a medium level problem for the today's POTD, but it is a simple level problem. So let's come back to the code. So what I have done, first of all, I converted 2D to 1D. This is what we discussed, because 2D, making the operations over the 2D is more difficult than the 1D, and there is no any point of keeping the grid as a 2D only. So I just converted into the 1D. Correct? And then I sorted it as discussed. I sorted it. Makes sense? Then I take the total sum. Okay, sorry, my bad, there is not needed. First of all, I was trying for a mean, so there is no need of total sum over here, so you can ignore this point. And then what I have done, I have taken the length, I have taken the median, and you know, right, median is nothing but n by 2 only. So this is my median now, and this is the count which is telling me the number of operations I have performed so far. I am iterating over the array, at any point, this case, at any point the absolute of element minus unit value mod x is not equal to 0, I am returning the minus 1. This is what I am doing here. The absolute of grade of I, that is current element minus median mod x is not equal to 0, means it is never possible to convert into the unit value. Then I am returning the minus 1. Else what I am doing, this is what we discussed, right? Iterate over array and count it. Else what I am doing, count plus equal to absolute of element minus unit value divided by x. So current element minus median divided by x. This is what I am taking here in a count, incrementing it, correct? And finally I am returning the count. So let's analyze the time complexity for this. So what they have given the constraint, they have given that m cross n is 10 raised to 5, correct? So if you see this length, this array would have maximum 10 raised to 5 elements. So sorting it will take the n log n at max, correct? And this would be the big of n only. So big of n log n plus big of n would ultimately be the bigger one, big of n log n. And space would be the big of n, because we are creating the new array using the from 2D to 1D. So I hope you got this problem. See you in the next video. Thank you.